Jerry Naumoff has spent his career building bridges between Macedonia and the world. He grew up in Columbus, Ohio, in a close-knit Macedonian family with roots in the village of Gala near Bitola. On a football scholarship at Ball State University, Jerry earned a degree in marketing and business administration before beginning a wide-ranging career in employee benefits, HR, and risk management.
For my dad, as everyone knows, who's ever met him, the first thing out of his mouth is that he's Macedonian. And as a kid, he was always playing Macedonian songs. I knew from a very young age that Alexander the Great was our hero, and that the reason why I was so good in soccer was because I had Alexander the Great blood.
That deep pride in his heritage shaped everything that followed. Jerry's long involvement with the UMD and his commitment to the global Macedonian community have defined his life's work, touching the lives of many around him.
I was a medical student, and I had an away rotation at Northwestern University in Chicago. So I'd reached out to my then girlfriend, Christina, and I said, hey, I need to find a place to live in Chicago for a month. I'll be working at Northwestern Hospital for an entire month. And so she knew nothing. She reached out to her mother, and that is eventually how I met Jerry Naumoff. What's interesting about Jerry is he never set an eyeball on me. He just knew I was a Macedonian kid who was working on his doctorate, who needed a place in Chicago. So he extremely generously got me an apartment at the Chicago Athletic Club. You have to understand, in these days, I was 23 years old. And so I was living on Michigan Avenue in an apartment that Jerry provided me without ever even meeting me. So if you want to talk about the character of a human being, he just heard there was a young Macedonian kid who was trying to become an orthopedic surgeon, just set up an apartment for me. And that's how I met Jerry.
When Macedonia called, Jerry answered. In 2013, he sold his business in Chicago, packed up his family, and moved across the Atlantic to serve as Minister for Foreign Direct Investment.
Jerry moved his entire family from Ohio to Macedonia. That's how much he loves Macedonia and his heritage. He now lives on the same land as his forefathers. Jerry loves it that much.
The idea that he would sell his business, they would sell their home, uproot their entire family, and move to a country just to serve the Macedonian people and the Macedonian government, to us was just astounding. And it just speaks volume as to their commitment, most especially, we feel, actually, Luann, because she moved to a country where she knew nothing about, didn't know anyone, held the family together, while Jerry was traveling around the world soliciting business for Macedonia. We loved Luann to death. She just showed amazing strength and will to hold that family together in the face of literally not knowing anyone or anything there. She epitomizes the adage of behind every great man is a great woman, and we truly feel that way.
Jerry's commitment to his heritage expands well beyond his public service and into the most personal corners of his life. He and his wife, Luann, opened their hearts and their home, adopting 2 daughters from a Bitola orphanage.
I just feel like my father talks a lot, but he follows it up with actions. He's so patriotic. We all know he talks about it, but what do? We adopt my 2 sisters from Macedonia. My first trip to Europe was to Macedonia when I was almost 10 to adopt them.
Their 2 youngest children, Maria and Mariana, they just felt that they needed to do this for the sake of these 2 young girls as a singular type event. It just showed that Jerry was living life on a different level and with an entirely different purpose. And it really inspired me when I heard about what they had done to reevaluate the way I conducted myself and the way I approached being Macedonian. He really and truly led the way. And to me, that was just an awe-inspiring thing that they did.
Today, Jerry continues to lead and inspire. He co-founded Taskforce BPO, one of Southeast Europe's fastest-growing companies, and serves as lead independent director of Rumble.
He's hardworking. He's no excuses. He's a get-it-done man. In my view, that's the epitome of what Macedonian heritage is about. We Macedonians, we know how to work. We're not afraid of working. That has really been a good thing for us.
Together with Luann, there are 6 children and 8 grandchildren. Jerry remains devoted to the community that shaped him and to the country that will always be part of his heart.
Better things could not have happened to a better man because Jerry is a very special individual. He's had a lot of ups and downs in his life, but somehow, with the help of the good Lord, he has always landed on his feet and done better and better. My best wishes to Jerry are for good health, a lot of happiness, much success in his life. I wish all the best.
Jerry taught me what it means to be a man and a leader. There are many ways to lead. You can lead by fear, you can lead by respect, you can lead by love, and Jerry leads with character in his heart and with love in his soul. He is more than deserving of this award, both from what he's done with his life. He has a beautiful wife and beautiful children that all have become successful and have contributed to society. Also, what he's done for Macedonia and what he's done for Macedonian Americans in the Diaspora. He serves an example of what a true leader can and should be. And for that, I say cheers to Jerry, to Stogodini.
United Macedonian Diaspora is proud to honor Jerry Naumoff with the UMD Macedonian Heritage Public Service Award, celebrating his lifetime of generosity, courage, and unwavering devotion to Macedonia and to the global Macedonian community.